Talia Arisa Gibson. You can call me Tag for short, and welcome to my channel. So today I have a lot to say, and hear me out, okay? So I am a woman creative. Yes, that's right, creative. I am creative. I have many ideas. You cannot just put me in a box. A lot of people like to tell you what they think you should be. They tell you who they think you are. They tell you how they think you act. But you know yourself. And as a woman, I know myself. I am creative. I have ideas. I'm not just one way. I'm not just one type. I'm not just who you think I am. I'm creative. And my ideas may change, and I may blossom, and I may grow, and I may do things that maybe don't look like they should for you, but they are me because I am creative. You know, I can draw, I can paint. Some of you may not know, but actually, when I graduated high school, I went to college in my hometown at New Mexico Junior College for the first 2 years. A lot of you know, and some of you may not know, one of my sisters passed away from cancer 2 days after my high school graduation. And so my plan was to go to Texas Tech, and I did go to Texas Tech after, but I decided to do my first 2 years in my hometown, and I really am glad that I did, because I think I needed that time there. I think after losing my sister, it would have been even more difficult to just kind of leave and go to a big university right away. So it was good that I did. But while I was there, I actually majored in design communication, which is graphic design. So my classes were like Photoshop, Illustrator. I had one animation class. I tried to get into photography class, but it was always like, there was always like a waiting list. And so I didn't get into it. And I still want to take a photography class, and I still haven't. But so yes, I have an associate's degree in design communication and graphic design. So I've always been creative. When I was a young girl, my parents used to find all these little drawings that I used to make. Like I used to I would take a sheet of paper and I would sketch out like almost like comic strips of these little people, and they were just like stick figures and stuff, and not really stick figures like just like a stick, but like I would actually draw them with their head and their arms and everything, but it was like my own little people. And they would have conversations, like I would have like the little text bubbles, almost like a comic book, but I was always like just telling stories through that. And so I've always been creative. When I was in junior high, I think it was either 7th or 8th grade. I want to say it was probably 8th grade, when in one of my classes, my English class, the teacher would always say, "Wow, you're a great writer," because I would come up with stories that were like interesting and creative. So, you know, it's always been in me. And it's interesting because people will meet you at different points in your life and they think they know who you are. So like, there's people who only know me as Talia the teacher. So they met me as a teacher, they see me as a teacher. So they're surprised when they're like, "Oh, you sing?" Or they're surprised when they see me like dressed up with my hat on and like I look like a singer or artist. But then there are the people that knew I could sing. There are the people that know me as the preacher's kid, because my dad is a pastor, and he has been a minister since I was a little girl. And so there's people that just see me like that. So then they're like, "Wait, you sing R&B, or you do this? You're like the preacher's kid." So they think they know who you are because of when they met you and the season that they met you in. So people tend to forget that people have layers of who they are. And even though in certain areas I may look different, I'm still me. I'm still me. So I am creative. After I went to New Mexico Junior College, I went to Texas Tech, which is where me and my sister Latasha had planned to go So my sister that passed away, she was just a grade above me. So she graduated in 1999 from high school. I graduated a year later, 2000. So we had planned out our college journey. She wanted to go to Texas Tech to major in journalism, and I was going there to major in apparel design. And you might say, oh, well, you should go to New York, or you should go here for it. But I did research on their program, and they actually have a really strong program there. And there were girls who graduated and got jobs, and I could tell the whole story of that. It just kind of goes a whole different direction, but I won't go there. But anyways, I went to Texas Tech and I majored in apparel design, which means learning about fashion, also not just fashion in a sense where this outfit is pretty or this outfit is not. It was actually apparel design. So I had pattern making classes. I had a knitting class with these big knitting machines. We did the sewing classes. So many courses that were a challenge for me. And I learned that I don't really like to sew. I liked you know what I really liked? I liked the computer classes where we had to design our sketches on the computer. I liked that a lot. I also liked, we did the classes where we had to like dye fabric and stuff like that. I liked those classes, and I really enjoyed pattern making, and I was really good at pattern making. Cause you know, like you can buy like those patterns in the store. People that want to make clothes, they can buy them at like a fabric shop or even Walmart. They have the bag and it has like the pattern in it, and you can buy your fabric and then use the pattern to guide you. Well, I took classes where I actually had to learn how to make those patterns. And so I'm a woman creative. The most fun, I think, well, I won't say most fun, but it was kind of like interesting, and it kind of made me see things a little bit different in regards to art. I had to take a lot of art classes when I was at Texas Tech because of my major. We had the fine art side of it that we had to do classes in. So there were the life drawing classes, and then just some regular drawing classes. We had to do some painting classes, and just to really learn about like the human form, the body, and also when you're sketching and stuff, taking the fine arts classes helps you be more creative with your sketches of your fashion and all of that. So I had to take life drawing classes, and when they told us that we had to take the life drawing classes, I was just kind of like, oh gosh, I can't do this. I can't handle it. Because if you don't know what I'm talking about, a life drawing class is when you have live models, and they were nude. So here I am in college, in my life drawing class, and the very first class, the guy walks out. He has like a ponytail in his hair, and he's nude, butt naked. So, you know, I'm a college student. I never experienced that. And then I'm a preacher's kid. And so I'm sitting in this life drawing class, and I have to draw this nude body. So I'm looking at everything that's there and trying to sketch it and trying to remember, this is art. This is art. Remember, Talia, this is art. This is art. And after a while, we had other models come in, and it became what it was. It was art. It didn't even faze me anymore. But I'm a woman creative, and I've done so much. I've experienced a lot. I'm so layered, and I feel like people, they think they know who you are based on their experience with you at that one moment, but they don't always ask questions to get to know the depth of who you are. Also, as a young girl, I used to come home and I would kind of mimic people from church and act like I had my own radio station. I used to record on a tape player. For those of you who remember the tape players, I used to record on a tape player and act like I had my own radio show, like I was interviewing people and stuff like that. And I think I still have a tape. I'm gonna have to see if I can play it, but I'm kind of scared to mess with it because I don't want to ruin it, because the tape can be really fragile. So I don't know, I'll have to see. But I also started writing songs at a young age, and I didn't really know they were songs. I used to really just think I was playing around. Like, I remember there was one I wrote called Computer Love. And I remember some of it. Let's see. Me and you started out as just friends. I wanted to talk to you, but somehow only emails I'd send. I never felt this way before. Not for you, not for just you, but any boy. Something about you, ooh, I just knew. Computer love, it was. You made me feel. Computer love, it was. So brand new to me. Computer love, it was. So good, good. Computer love, computer love. I wrote that song, I think I was like 14, and I was joking around, and I think I let my sister Tasha hear it. I think she was the only one I let hear that song. But I just made it up, like no music or anything. And you know, during that time, AOL and like Messenger was like a big deal. You know, like you would chat with people through like AOL Messenger and stuff. And like now the kids will be like, what? AOL? What's that? So yeah, I'm a woman creative. I have layers. Then I started singing in choirs and stuff like that as well. When I was in 6th grade, I started playing clarinet. I played clarinet all the way till 11th grade. I was in marching band. I was in the symphonic band in high school, which was the higher level band. This one girl tried to steal my chair because they had the concert band and they had the symphonic band, and you wanted to be in the symphonic band because that meant you were in the higher level band. And so I was in the symphonic band, and if you were, I think I was like last chair in the symphonic band for clarinet, and if you were in the concert band, you could battle one of the clarinet players in the symphonic band to take their spot. And so this girl was gonna battle me, and she thought she was gonna win. She had most of her friends were in the symphonic band, so she was like trying to get in the symphonic band to get my spot. And so we had to go in this room with our band director, and she gave us a challenge. We both had to play a song, and then we both had to play the clarinet scale. So starting from your lowest note, going all the way to your highest note, right? So my band director said that we both did pretty good on the song, but the girl played it a little bit better. And then me, I did very well on the scale, and she did not. So based on the fact that I did pretty well on the song, and the girl did just a little better than me, but based on the fact that I did so well on my scale, she said I knew my notes. And so I kept my spot. Yes. So I am a woman creative. So it's not by surprise that I am a singer. I'm a songwriter. I have music on iTunes. I have music on Google Play, on Amazon, Spotify, Tidal. And you can find me. You can listen to my EP, Learning Love. That's by Tag. So if you look for Learning Love by TAG, you'll find it, and you'll be able to listen to my songs. You can listen to songs like Undeniable Love, Talk to Me, Pushover, and more. So I'm a woman creative. Don't underestimate people. You never know who they are. You should ask them questions. You should get to know them, because you might be surprised. Are you creative? I'm sure you are. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I appreciate it. I love you so, so much. And there's nothing you can do about it. Yes, yes, yes. All right, guys.